Hi guys, in this series of videos, I'm gonna teach you how to write a song, right from the beginning. A lot of people want to do it, but they got no idea how to start. While in fact the start is easy. You just, you need a rhythm, you need a sort of, cadence. Everybody got rhythm. When you're on the bike, you got a rhythm. When you walk, you got a rhythm. You always got a rhythm. When you're sitting on the couch, okay, it's a very low rhythm, but you got a rhythm. And a lot of people, they start writing a song and they pick up their instrument. But for me, it works better when I don't pick up an instrument, when I just do it just with my mouth and my head. You got the rhythm, so if you got an instrument, you got a habit of playing what you always do. A rock and roll scheme or whatever, or a blues. And if you don't have anything, you can do anything you want. You can play drums with your mouth, boom, chick, boom, chick. If you got a nice bass line, you can do kaboom, kaboom, kadoom, kadoom, boom, 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 boom. You can do whatever you want. If you need horns, you play the horns. And the good thing is, if you don't have an instrument in your hands, then you don't need to know how to play it. You just come up with something, you sing it, you hum it, and how you have to play it, how it's going to be played, who cares? You'll find out later. So that is my opinion. That's my way of making a song. Then the second important thing to start is not to have a subject, but sometimes you just got a line in your head and it doesn't have to make any sense. You just got a line, a phrase, and you just do something with it, whatever you want. I mean, if you think, hey, if you're feeling bad, or not feeling bad, but you want to make a song about feeling bad, you're like, don't ever leave me, 'cause I'm gonna miss you. Okay, doesn't make any sense, I think, but yeah, you just do it, you just sing it. Sometimes, if you got a rock and roll, boom, you got a rhythm. You gotta set me free. You better let me go. That's it. It's a start. And from the start you go on from, okay, free, set me free. Okay, you can turn it around. Okay, let me go. It's always good. I love you so much, baby, but I just don't show. It's not great, but if you turn it around, you do it when you gotta let me go. You better set me free. I can buy you anything I want, but it will never please. That's not right. But you will never be pleased. Whoa! In 5 minutes you got the verse. You gotta let me go. You better set me free. I can buy you anything I want, but you'll never be pleased. It doesn't rhyme perfectly, but it's a start. If this was any good, if this made any sense to you, tune in for the next episode. Hey baby! That's always a good start. When you start making a song, there are a few things to consider, and I'll sum them up for you. Point 1. Start from scratch. Just whatever comes up in your mind. I want to kill you. I want to kill you. Just because I can. Okay. Point 2. Try to record most of your ideas. I know from experience you got a great line in your head And when you got home, you think, oh my God, what was it? Was it? You don't know exact how it goes, and a slight difference can make a whole different feel. So try if you can record it on your phone or whatever. If it's possible, do it. Point 3. If you do want to compose a song on an instrument, try to take an instrument you're not very familiar with. You're not so good at it. And that's easy for me to say. I'm not good in any instrument, so that's my luck. But I mean, if you pick up your guitar, you're very tempted to play the things you know. You got a memory in your head, but you also got a sort of memory in your muscles. So you keep playing the same thing over and over, and you're very tempted to play the same schemes you know. So yeah, that's no good. And that's not really creative. Point 4. Act crazy. Overdo it. I mean, nobody wants to see a normal guy, or they want to hear a very common song. So overdo it, and maybe when the song is finished you can downgrade it a little bit to get it a little bit normal, but just overdo it. I wanna love you, baby. I wanna love you all night long. Okay, it's a little bit overdone. A night can be very long, but it's a song, eh? It's a song. 5. Don't worry too much about lyrics and if it rhymes. That comes later. The most important thing is that you got a subject, sort of melody. I mean, I wanna love you, baby, 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 baby. Oh yeah, ooh. Okay, great lyrics by the way, but you can change it. 6. When you start, it's handy to start with a catchy chorus. A chorus, it's the part of the song that sticks in your head, so it sounds familiar quickly. And yeah, a verse is easier to adapt to the chorus than the other way around, I think, but that's also my opinion. Point 7. Forget about your other songs. If you keep thinking about them, then you're going to do the same thing all over and over again, and you end up with a 12-bar blues in C, number 39, and nobody wants that, nobody. Point 8. When your song is a little bit more on its way, it's a good idea to make a bridge somewhere in it. A bridge is a nice distraction, and it prevents your song from getting boring. A bridge should be, in fact, pretty different than the rest of the song, than the verse and the chorus. Point 9. Forget the rules. Forget about scales and keys. I mean, if you play a C minor, and while in fact it should be a C major, but you think it sounds good, then it's okay. I mean, when it sounds good, it's okay. That's the only thing that matters. If it sounds good, and if it don't sound too common, just like all the other songs. Point 10. If you come up with a line or a melody or something, a riff, don't think, hey, that sounds too familiar. It sounds like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I mean, when the song is ready, I'm absolutely sure it won't sound like the Red Hot Chili Peppers anymore. I mean, the song, the sound is different, the song is different, the vocals are different, guitars, everything is different. So if it is a little bit familiar with it, no problem. And next week, more stupid stuff. Hi guys, let's do something serious this time, something concrete. I had a lot of crazy things in my head, lines, but we're going to pick one and we're going to make a song out of it. I was looking at the video of Burning Man, and okay, I don't like drugs, I don't drink, I don't like that kind of music, I don't like dust, and I don't like traveling, but for the rest it's great. I mean, I love the artwork and the fireworks and the light shows and everything. So I was looking at it. I had images in my mind of Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young and America, Woodstock. And I was looking with the sound off, and I thought, well, Burning Man, Burning, burning man. Okay, burning man. Burning man. Maybe 2 voices, 3 voices, a cappella. Yeah, you had to start somewhere. Doop doop doop. Yeah, I got a little bit of the rhythm of Don't Fear the Reaper, but okay, it shouldn't sound too much like that, but there's a very strange guitar riff. So we don't do that. Okay, so we got a sort of a chorus, but then we need a verse. We need lyrics. Okay, Burning Man. There's a lot of fireworks. Yeah, of course, Burning Man. Fire in the sky. Fire in your heart. Okay, fire in the sky. Fire in your heart. We don't say fire again, of course. Desire. Desire in our soul. For love. Good work. So, let's get on with the lyrics. Lyrics is a funny thing. It doesn't always has to rhyme. Like this, fire in the sky, fire in our souls, desire in our minds. It doesn't rhyme at all in the end, but it rhymes in the beginning. The first word rhymes, or it's even the same sometimes, but who cares. And some other verses, they rhyme at the last words. That's always good, of course, no problem at all. But I try to avoid repeating the same words. So 2 times the word heart in one song, it's not good, I think. It's no, a little cheesy. We got 1 verse. Okay, we need 2 more, but it will be alright. And I came up with a sort of bridge. My wife got home, so I was bent to the stairway, but that's okay. There are a lot of good songs written on and about Stairway, so... Okay, I needed a bridge for the song, Burning Man. The verses are about what you can do there, dancing, singing, smoking, drinking, whatever you want. The bridge is a little bit different, should be different, so let's talk about, well, all good things come to an end, also Burning Man. So, what happens in the end? Okay, so I thought, in the end, yeah, well, what's left? Yeah, except for the headache, of course. What's left is in the middle of the desert, so there's a lot of sand. So, in the end, all that's left, yeah, lots of sand. And normally when you do something nice, you got a good memory, so I thought very simple. In the end, all that's left, tons of sand and memories. Okay, for the music, I wanted to keep it very simple and slow. It has to go well with the E minor. G is always good. And in the end, all that's left, tons of sand and memories. And it's even sounding better without the light. Oh my God, that happens on the stairway, yeah? What can you do about it? So, what do we have so far? We got a chorus. Burning man. Burning man. We got a verse. Fire in the sky and there is fire in our soul, desire in our hearts. For love. And we also got a sort of an end. And in the end, all that's left, tons of sand and memories. Okay, it's a beginning, it could work, you never know. And now I really need some coffee. Now that we got a chorus, a verse, and then something in between, like a bridge, we need to know how to start the song, how to end the song, how many verses we're gonna do, is there a solo in it, what kind of instruments, do we use drums, bass? I really don't know yet. I think it's a slow song. And a little bit like a campfire song, maybe. So I think we don't need drums. I always start with a rhythm box, because if you don't do that, it's very hard to edit the song. Then you have to work on time. If you use a rhythm box, then you can do it in bars. So from bar 4 till bar 8, you can copy, paste, you can shift it. So that's always handy, especially in the beginning. But how do we start? I came up with the idea, maybe it's nice to start the song humming the melody. Then, yeah, without any rhythm, without nothing, then louder, 2 voices, 3 voices, I don't know, really don't know. If we keep it acoustic, you don't need, you don't do a heavy electric guitar solo, I think. So maybe just a sort of solo, a sort of picking solo. I came up with a sort of bridge, but maybe it would be nice to use the bridge in the end, because the lyrics are also from and in the end. So maybe it's good to finish the song with the slow part, and just the last word is memories, lots of tons of sand and memories. So maybe just fade it out very slowly. So yeah, so in fact we got a beginning, a start, we got an ending, chorus, verse. We don't have a bridge anymore, the bridge is now the ending. But do we need it? Sometimes it sounds good when you play one verse a little different than the other one. Maybe a longer sentence, so more bars. Then yeah, it's still the same sort of melody, but it's different than the other verses. So maybe that's an idea. So use the beginning, chorus, verse, an extended verse, and then use the bridge as the end. As you can see, lots of things to be done, lots of loose ends to fix, but we're going to do that in the next episode. It's hard work writing a song. Dancing, blowing, drinking, music, hey. Music everywhere, no. Music all around. Dancing. Het is in black rock, hè. Burning Man is in black. Dancing round the clock. And why are they there? What are they doing? Freedom to be found. Toop, 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 toop. At Black Rock. Hey. Okay. There's a big discussion always. What is art? Art. Mondrian is art. Van Gogh is art. Art is everything. Dude. Do do do. Eyes, everything, everything is art. Try open your heart, just try to open your eyes, open your heart. Longer or slower? Art is everything. Everything is art. I played the song and I found out the verse was just too short. Only 4 phrases, a few bars. So what I did was I melted 2 verses together, and that sounded good, that was okay. But I only got 3 verses. 1 verses we extended it, so I only got 2 verses left, so I had to write 2 other ones. But okay, nothing fancy, I did it, you'll hear it later on. So I made a sort of demo, playing around a little bit on the multitrack, and yeah, it sounds good. Okay guys, the song is getting better and better, but it could use some power, so I had to spice it up a little bit with an egg. I'll show you.
Music all around, dancing around the clock, freedom to be found. That's Black Rock. Fire in the sky, fire in our souls, desire in our minds. For love.
So we still need a solo. I was thinking about a harmonica, but I don't have an harmonica in the right scale. So, but I do have a harpy. Okay, that was totally crap, but it will be okay in the end after the 5th time recording. I was also thinking about adding a flute somewhere in the song, maybe during the hangpan solo. I don't have a flute, of course I don't have it, but it should be possible to make it with my guitar. There's so many Stomboxes I hear from people with a freak out. You can make very nice ocarina sound, so we'll try it. Also, when I'm working on the structure of a song, I often do 1 verse, 1 chorus, and I just copy and paste it. So to see how long it will be, if it's not too boring, it's always too boring, it's always too long for other people, but okay. Yeah, just to see how the song builds up. And then, of course, when you know, if, okay, I want 1 verse, a chorus, 2 verses, a chorus, then a solo, okay, then you do it all over again. But as soon as you know how to do it, it won't cost you a lot of time. It's very easy. In fact, then when you know how to do it, just do it. I got a sort of system to start. I start with a very basic guitar, because when you start with singing, you're absolutely out of tune. So I just do a very basic guitar to get the right tones, the right tuning. I record it. I do a very basic singing on top of that, very sloppy, but then I know if it works, if it combines, if the rhythm is good and the phrases and everything. Then I do the guitar better, and when the guitar is good, I do the singing perfect. And then I try to do the guitar as good as possible. Yeah, that's how I work. I always use a rhythm track in the beginning, even if I don't use it, even I do the drums manual, I do it with a rhythm track, but that's just because of the things, the equipment I work with. If I do it with a rhythm track, I can edit, not by measurements, but I can edit by bars. So that's handy when you want to skip the first 2 bars. Okay, just remove the 2 bars. And yeah, that's much easier than to see if it's 1 minute and 33 seconds. Yeah, that's a lot of trouble, and you have to listen very carefully. That's how I do it. So, I finally got everything I need to finish this song. I'm gonna do the recordings, do the mix down, and I'll show you the result in the final episode.
Burning man, burning man. Music all around, dancing round the clock, freedom to be found at Black Rock. Fire in the sky, fire in our souls, desire in our minds for love. Burning man, burning man. Everything is art. Open up your eyes to feel. Open up your heart. Burning man, burning man. Looking for a better place, staring to the sun, waiting for the big escape to run. Drowning in the music, dancing till you're high, bathing in love, feeling like flying. Burning man, burning man. And in the end, all that's left, dance of sand.